Good morning, Bree Stillings. I wanted to go on and follow up with a post earlier this week that I made about moisturizers if you have acne. And the question was, should you be using a moisturizer if you have acne? And the answer is 100% undoubtedly yes. And the reason for that is because if you don't moisturize the skin, your body will go into overproduction in oil to try to hydrate your skin. Like, your skin is an organ and it needs hydration every day. And a little bit of oil is what is normal on your face to keep it healthy. The problem is some of us have excess oil. And if we strip our skin of all the nutrients and all the oils, then our body thinks it's like going through a drought, and it'll go through excess oil production, which is just going to clog pores even more if you have an acne problem. And that's what you don't want. You do not want to go into excess oil production mode and start clogging everything. And I think a lot of times why we don't see the results in our acne medication is because we are using such harsh things and toners and strippers to dry out our face, but we're not hydrating it properly. So once we strip it of all the nutrients and exfoliate it and use toners and other types of astringents to tighten up those pores and dry out the face, and then we're just sitting there and our body is now saying, oh my gosh, my skin is dry. And so your body's going to go into oil production, excess oil production. And so you're going to feel like those exfoliators and those astringents are not doing anything for your face. So you want to use those products, but then if you moisturize it correctly, then you won't have that deficit problem where your body's going into alert mode. Okay, so let's talk about all the different types of moisturizers and what kind you should be using. So starting off with, it really depends on what are you using for your acne treatment. If you're using a really harsh product that strips the nutrients, you really need to make sure you put back on a moisturizer. I've got 3 different versions here. Let me talk you through it. They're all oil-free, and that's another biggie. Look for a good oil-free moisturizer. This one is the oil-free hydrating gel. It's just like silky. It's like putting liquid velvet on your face. Look how shiny that is. Oil-free, great way to replenish the nutrients. Now, if you are still acne prone and you're going through a lot of acne, they do make oil-free moisturizers that match your acne line. So this is the moisturizer that matches a cleanser and a toner. But you got to use it because you don't want to go into like that deficit mode, okay? And then the third one I have, this is an all-natural oil. This one works really well if you just have super, super, super sensitive skin. So maybe you're dealing with acne, but also you have rosacea and you have a lot of skin allergies. What you're going to be looking for is an all-natural way to hydrate the skin, like a natural oil. This one's like straight up almond oil, cornflower oil, and something else. It's good. It's all natural. Okay. It's really amazing. So that would be an option. So all 3 of these are oil-free hydrators that are really great if you're going through an acne treatment at the moment. Now, none of these have sunscreen in them, but let's talk about sunscreen. Okay. Because if your acne treatment is Accutane or retinol or any other type of retinoid, which is a vitamin A product, you need to make sure you are wearing sunscreen because vitamin A makes you super sensitive to the sun. And if you go out there and sunburn your acne scars, you're going to increase hyperpigmentation to your skin forever. So it's really, not only are you sensitive to the sun, but the sun will make your scars and your old blemishes even darker for a longer period of time, increasing a lot of hyperpigmentation, which is another problem that we women with acne have. So you really want to make sure you're using a sunscreen every single day. I think it's a good idea just to use sunscreen every day, but really use sunscreen every day if you're on a vitamin A product. This is a mineral sunscreen. This is a really good one because minerals do not absorb into the skin. Minerals just sit on the top of the skin and create a barrier between the sun and the skin. So you don't have to worry about the absorption and chemicals and anything else getting into the top 2 layers of the dermis to either clog pores or create an allergic reaction or just aggravate what you're using. So a mineral sunscreen is really, really, really good. And you could add that on top of all of these other products. Some moisturizers have the sunscreen built into them. This is my personal moisturizer. I freaking love this. I use this every day, every morning, because I use retinol. I am a retinol patient. I love retinol. So it's really important that I use sunscreen every single day as part of my daily routine. So it's in here. Plus I keep an extra one of these in my pocketbook to reapply throughout the day. Okay. Last product I want to mention about hydration is sometimes if you are going through like the initial 6-week period of a new product, sometimes it'll really cause the skin to peel and flake and get really red and irritated. When you're going through that transition of a new medication, you might find some relief in a moisture gel mask. And this is a moisture gel mask that you can actually put on at night. It dries clear and you can sleep in it. So that it's just kind of replenishing the layers in the top skin that you have that you're stripping. And if you're starting a really aggressive antibiotic, Accutane for sure. When I first started, the first 8 weeks of me personally starting a new pure retinol routine, you're going to have that transition, that little period where your skin is still getting acclimated to the new acne medication. And you're going to, you know how you can look at somebody that got like, it's not like peeling like a sunburn peel, but like the little skins are like, they look like they're picked. Like your skin is picked. It's just like little white flakes sticking up. Like my dress right now, how it's picked. Just little pieces sticking up. And it looks like your skin is that way. And that is a side effect of a lot of acne medications. And you're going to find some relief in using a really good moisturizer, but also using a moisturizer treatment. So in addition to having your moisturizer in the morning ready to go, you can also do a treatment at night once or twice a week to really help get the skin back to where it's feeling and looking its best. I hope that helps give you a little bit of knowledge on the importance of moisturizer in treating all forms of acne.